So in our previous video, we went through how to apply cream products. So now I'm going to show you how you can set them. Now, Bridget has quite dry skin, so I'm going to be very, very careful with the amount of powder that I apply. And we're going to come in and actually powder the cream blush with powder blush, cream contour with powder contour, and so on. So in last week's video, I set her under eyes using a translucent powder. So just to show you again, we went through under here and the other side. So you mentioned in last week's video that you have quite oily chin.
I get an oily chin and then drier through the center of my forehead, but I also crease here a lot. So I want to set it, but I don't want to look crusty.
Yeah, perfect. So using a brush like this is actually perfect for that because you can really control where you apply the powder. So I'm just going to go very gently on her chin, eyes, and very, very strategically just through the fine line there, just pressing that product in. Now, if this was someone with a more oily skin tone, you can use a lot more powder. You can use a powder brush or this, or you can actually use a beauty blender, something like this, for baking under the eyes. I'll just show you on one side so we can go through how that works. Get you to turn that side for me, please. So how I bake is I'll press the product with the beauty blender just under the eye, like so. Just face me a little bit more as well, please. And you can also bake just underneath the contour we've created. And you can also do a little bit of a snatch moment and reverse contour using the powder. So I'm not going to leave this on for too long for Bridget because she does have quite dry skin. So that powder is really just going to hug the dryness. So I'm just going to wipe that away pretty much straight away. So next we're going to come in and set the contour or bronzer using a powder contour bronzer. I'm going to use a angled contour brush, hope you can see it. And again, starting by the ear, as that is where we want the most product. And then we're going to really gently just buff that down into the center of her cheek. Now I like to use different motions, so you can use a swiping effect, or for more control, you can blend in circular motions. Come into the jawline, into the forehead, and that's that. Now we're going to come in and set the cream blush with the powder blush. Now I like to use two different tones when applying blush as it gives dimension to the face. So I'm going to use a darker blush and I'm going to place that towards the top of her cheekbone and really just pressing that in. And then I'm going to use my lighter tone. I'm going to pull that towards the center of her cheek or the apple of the cheek. Don't be afraid to mix those colors together. See how it's created a really nice ombre effect where it starts light and then it fades to a deeper tone. Now using a brush with no product on it, I like to blend those tones together, just swiping it back and forth, circular motions, whatever works for you, as long as you are making sure it is blended and there are no harsh lines. Great, I'm happy with that side, on to the next. So we're coming in and setting the other side of the face now. Turn that way for me, please. I'm gonna start under here just for convenience.
So if there was like one makeup product you couldn't live without, what would it be?
That's a good question. I don't think I could live without blush.
That's true, you love a blush.
I love a good strong blush. It just makes you look alive, youthful, gorgeous, but I also love a good mascara. I have very, very blonde lashes naturally, and they look invisible when I'm not wearing mascara.
Oh, she's a liar. She's got the longest lashes in the world.
Yeah, but they're blonde, and as soon as I put mascara on, they look fabulous.
Different person.
Yeah.
Lash extensions.
All right, coming in with the powder bronzer over the powder contour bronzer, pressing it in and circular motions for more control. All right, coming in with the powder blush, again using a deeper shade towards the ear and then a lighter shade towards the apple of the cheek. Now these blushes have a slight highlight to them, so she's gonna look very glowy. This is the Hourglass and the NARS blushes. We can put some highlighter on her later if she'd like a more glowy look. Blending with no product on this blush. Blah, 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 blah.
Do you want to start again?
I don't know why I can't say that word today.
Blush is really
Blush,
hard.
it's like really hard. I don't know what's going on. So we're giving her quite a strong blush. If you did want it to go a little bit lighter and you've put too much on, you can just put some powder on top of that. If you do have dry skin though, just be aware it can be quite drying. So just spraying some hydrating mist on the face in between can really help.
Just good thing I
Beautiful.
wanted to be blushy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a blushing bride.
Blushing bride. So the next step is applying some highlighter. And I like to do this on all of the high points of the face. So we're going to go on the top of the cheekbone. And I like to start off a little bit at a time so I can build it up if your client wants to be more natural glow or blinding. What do you want to be?
Probably like between blinding, so like semi-blinding.
Semi-blinding?
Semi-blinding.
Okay,
like you
cool.
can see shapes, but you can't see everything.
Okay, sure. Makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to build it up slowly and then we can check.
Just like a really vague description of some celebrity. Like, can you make me look like Jennifer Aniston?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm going to do the Cupid's bow next. It's always a little tickle there, on the nose. They're the main places. Sometimes you can go up here as well. It kind of looks nice. And then we're going to do the other side of the face.
Stunning.
How are you feeling about that? Is that too much? Too little?
No, that's good.
That's
That's
perfect.
nice. That's nice. Semi-blinding.
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Now, once you do eyeshadow, I also like to put a little bit right in the inner corners of her eye. It just makes the eye look really bright and vibrant. Done.
Stunning. The glow. Good lighting. Good lighting.
All right, on to one of my favorite parts, setting spray. This is gonna hold your base on all day, all night, looking
Through all
glam.
7 of my performances at my wedding.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'll be sweating up a storm.
Yeah, you won't be with this. All right, so I like to use setting spray at all stages throughout my makeup. So I would use this after I've done my base, so my foundation and my cream products. So give it a nice spray. Make sure that it has completely dried down before you put powder on. If you don't wait for it to dry down, it can make the foundation look quite patchy and cakey. So spray, wait a couple minutes for it to dry, and then go ahead with your powder products. Then I've done her powder products. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray, hold your breath for me, and turn slightly that way. Okay, and breathe, and yeah, we'll wait a little bit for this to dry. I like to bring a fan along with me sometimes as well, and just hold that. It's very refreshing, especially on a summer day. And then you would come in with your eyeshadow, and the rest of your mascara and liner, and then I do another final spray. And there we have it. Yay! Your base has been powdered and snatched, and you're ready for
My wedding.
your wedding.
My wedding.
Minus the eyeshadow.
Walk down the aisle. Who needs an eyeshadow? I'm the main feature.
Natural beauty.
Was that a better job than the previous makeup artist?
Oh yeah, yeah. Flawless. Look at me. It's hard to know because it's like the base, like just like my general like structure is so good, and makeup sometimes diminishes.
But not this time, right?
Not this time.
Not
No,
this
you've worked with me, not against me.
Great.
Yeah.
But that's what we like to hear. You gotta get them out of them
Do you know
sometimes.
what my favourite part is?
Yeah.
The blush.
The blush. I know how
Blush.
nice.
Oh my god, you said blush.
I did.
Oh, we've got it.
You're right. But it is nice, right? You're like nice
gorgeous.
and sun-kissed.
I actually love that.
And it looks amazing in
Looks really
photos
nice
at
with
weddings
the
as
bronzer.
well. Like it just makes you look,
It gives a lot more. It
Yeah.
gives a lot more to the face.
yeah,
Not as far.
exactly right. That's the word I'm
It's not
looking
giving
for.
baked potato.
You're not looking like a flat moon. You're looking defined.
It's not a
and
pancake
gorgeous.
face.
Yeah, great. That concludes our Setting the Base video today. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button for any updates on new videos. We'd also love to hear what you'd like to see from us next. So make sure you do head to that comment section, comment what you'd like to see. Thanks so much for your time. It was lovely meeting you. I hope you have a lovely
meeting
wedding.
you. I'll see you again, Jill.
Bye! Oh my god.